But let's go live now to Wellington, where hundreds of commuters are stranded at the capital's main train station. Many of you will know it, of course, after an electrical fault grounded all the city's electric trains. Buses are being organised to pick up commuters from the station instead of trains, but Metlink says the fault is major. Could take another hour or more to fix. Our reporter Eric Frykberg is at Wellington station and beams in now via live view. Hi Eric, lots of people standing behind you, waiting for buses, I presume. What's the problem?
The problem is there was an electrical fault, John. It happened at about 3:30, and it blacked out the power that was to come into the station. As you said, it stopped all electric trains from going. One train did go, that's the train to Wairarapa. That's a diesel train that was able to go. The rest of them were blocked, were stopped, and they're still stopped at this point.
Right, so some trains are running. Gosh, there's a lot of people there. Obviously, buses aren't quite as efficient as trains. Any idea when things will be back to normal?
At least an hour or so from now, I would think, possibly much longer. Now, the buses are coming, not a lot though. I've counted about a dozen or so in the last 3/4 of an hour. That's not enough to clear the backlog, and quite a few people are getting quite frustrated. Now, we don't know when this is going to end, but it will end after the main rush hour, and that's one of the problems. Now, I have been speaking to one guy. He's a software developer from Johnsonville, Joel Robertson. Now, he's experienced a few of these. He's not too happy with what he's found. So Joel, tell us how you feel about being stranded in this way.
I suppose the frustrating thing is that you don't know when you're going to be able to get home, and you don't know when you're going to be able to get to all the things you got planned for your evening. I mean, they seem to be handling it reasonably well, but even if there was some, could get some signs that they could say, this bus is going here, this bus is going here, just simple things like that. And I know this isn't the first time that these sorts of things have happened, so you'd hope that maybe over time they could, come up with more of a script or a plan for what they do in these situations. So it all kind of feels a bit cobbled together at the last moment, despite this happening, probably a couple of times a year. Yeah.
So there you have it, John. That's the view of one disgruntled customer. Many other people have the same view, that the power may fail, but there must be a better way to fix it than this one.
Yes, certainly there is a hell of a lot of people standing behind Eric there at Wellington Station waiting to get home on buses. The moment we hear any more about when the trains will be running again, we will obviously update the situation with Wellington's commuter trains. But basically, if you catch an electric train home from work in Wellington, it is better to find an alternative this evening.